Good morning. Welcome to Thursday. Also, sorry the squeaky chair. We don't go the same places that we used to go. How's it going? Welcome to another reading log. This is gonna be an extended weekend one. I actually took today and tomorrow off work. I didn't actually take it to rest, but I'm hopeful to do some of that. But today is gonna be, or at least is expected to be, really warm outside for Scotland. It's 16 degrees. So we're thinking of going and chilling in the park and doing some reading. It is, if you're wondering, 22nd of April. Yesterday I finished the 5th season. And that's it. That's all I've done for April. So I'm very behind. I'm likely to very much fail the month. However, maybe I do have 3 novellas in the in here in the TBR. So I'm hopeful to actually get through at least one. What's left on my TBR is this chonker, which I think it's fair to say that it's unlikely I'll get to. I could try and start and then carry it into the next month. I'm not sure. We'll see how it goes. It's been a rough month. I also have this, which is for Read Rate Review. Then I have To Be Thought If Fortunate by Becky Chambers, which is maybe a book that I'm gonna take to the park, because the other one is an every morning the way home gets longer and longer, which I do also want to read, but I have been struggling mentally. This is sad. This book is sad, and I would like to, at least for today, avoid sad. I did, however, clean my makeup drawer yesterday because it really needed to be cleaned. I had so many things that were expired. It was ridiculous. And low-key probably still do, but the ones that I use, I'm gonna just continue using. But now it's all clean and tidy. You guys are crazy. Okay. I have some parcels. So because my last vlog was a little while ago, and then the last one was for Patreons, which I still need to edit, accumulated some parcels that I was waiting for this vlog to do. Oh, very excited. I'm very grateful. And it took an incredible amount of self-control to not open these. Oh, first up, we have Cemetery Boys. Okay, we have Cemetery Boys. This is about Yadriel, who summons a ghost and he cannot get rid of it, and that's all I remember and all I needed. I also know that it touches upon a lot of gender identity and issues with family acceptance with that, and I'm very excited. I've had this on my radar for the longest, and now I can get to it, so thank you. And this is from Lorianne Lemire. Did I say Lemire? Thank you so much, Lorianne. That's really, really kind. I'm gonna put this in flight so I always have it. Oh, of course, sorry. I almost forgot who I am. Obviously, I'm gonna address the book. Oh, cute! I didn't actually expect to see anything, but we have a little flower. It's from Lauren! From work. Happy Easter. Oh no, I didn't get you anything. And I didn't open this for so long, so she probably thinks I just didn't say anything. Oh shit, I really wanted this. Okay, so this is Laura Dean Keeps Breaking Up With Me. It is a graphic novel. I'm really excited to read it. I know this is a queer story, so I can live vicariously through them. Tracy. Okay, we have so much from Tracy. So first of all, Tracy, we need to talk, Tracy. That's extremely kind of you, but that is way too much. Unironically, way too much. Thank you. This is more than a birthday. Oh yes, The Lost Apothecary. I've heard about this on This Prince. So this is about a apothecary that caters to a very specific clientele, and that is women who want to, from what I understand, poison in kind of self-defense from men in their lives that are, let's say, unkind to them. I'm not sure of the specifics, so I don't want to make stuff up. But it kind of reminded me like the kind of like sinister-y type of thing, but with more reason behind it, like The Perfume, if you've seen that, or like Sweeney Todd. I mean, those are very different, but I get that kind of vibe, you know? And it's just purple underneath. Very excited about this, and it's not the longest actually, so that's pretty cool as well. Rat Queens! Volume 6, super excited. I actually really fell back in love with Rat Queens. So amazing, and both me and Logan are so interested in continuing with this, so thank you. Yes! Volume 2 of Die! I've been so excited for this as well. This is definitely something I would have bought as soon as my ban lifts, but now it's even more meaningful because it's a gift from you. So Die is like a Jumanji type of... Oh, I didn't even say. This is like a... But I feel like I've spoken about it so often now, but this is like a all-female D&D thing, which is actually same. Huh. Might have a type. But this is more like a badass female kind of crew dealing with stuff, and it's all like taking a mick out of things. And this is a bit more emotional because this is like a Jumanji plus D&D, them getting stuck in this and then getting stuck in it again as adults, like 40-year-olds, and having a lot of mental stuff to deal while in the game. This has the most beautiful artwork. I cannot wait to read this. I am thinking of possibly reading it today, but I must read what I actually need to read. That's one of the things with like, and I obviously like, you know, were I a faster reader, I could just be like, you know, I'll read that and that. Like, why should I stop myself from reading what I want? Which is a good question. I really, really want to like keep moving on the board on the TB avatar, so here we are. Oh, The Project. This is another work by the author who wrote Sadie. I had conflicted feelings on Sadie. I didn't love it nearly as much as other people did. However, I was intrigued enough to pick up the second book, and this one says after a tragic accident kills most of her family and leaves her little sister low. Also, we're having the sister thing again. On the brink of death, Bay Denham is desperate for a miracle. It arrives in form of Lev Warren, the charismatic spiritual leader of the Unity Project. He promises he can save Lo. All Bay has to do is believe. Lo wakes in ICU to find her parents are dead and her sister has abandoned her for the Unity Project. The more Lo learns, the more she's convinced the beloved organization is hiding sinister secrets. If only she could make Bay believe. Years later, when a man shows up at the magazine Lo works for, claiming the Unity Project killed his son, Lo sees the perfect opportunity to expose the group and reunite with Bay once and for all. So this is like a cult sect kind of thing, and that is why I kind of really wanted to try it, because oh, funky. Actually very excited. I need something like that soon. Actual age Evie Brown. Oh, this is perfect. Thank you so much. Okay, you know what, Tracy? You have bought out like my entire wish list. I'm a little bit floored and I'm not quite sure how to say thank you here, but thank you so much. That is beyond kind of you. I'm so excited about each and every one of those. I'm very happy. I'm gonna see how ready Logan is to like actually move and go places, because I really want to go to the park before it gets like later, so I have more time in the afternoon, because I also really need to be productive. I need to edit a vlog. I want to clean, because I mean you can't really see but it is a hot mess and I really want to tidy, but I want to kind of have like a day before, you know, and take myself out of this flat because I am feeling the cabin fever. Skadoodle. Hello, Zeus. Hello. Oh.
Sunny.
Oh.
No, don't eat the food. Don't walk through the table.
Hello.
No. Sunny, you can't. No. Sunny. No.
Oh God. Oh God.
No. No. Oh, sorry. That was your lunch. I'm
Yeah,
so sorry.
Okay, okay. I think I'm gonna start this and see if I can read a little bit. It's really nice outside, to be honest. So, oh, the shadow is actually gone on us a bit. Because that's the only one that I have physically, and the one that might not make me cry. I mean, I don't know, maybe it will, but...
Waste of our time out where the stars forget to shine. Cityscapes askew, stuck inside at noon, out where the stars forget to shine. How far you'd fall were you to call. Hold your breath, it'll all be over soon.
We got this toy for the cat that you just saw. It might be a bit annoying because it's running around now. I actually think I need to charge it because it didn't charge enough. We're back. I had a little lay down because my stomach felt really sore, but I had a wonderful time. It was very needed. It was so needed. I had a great day. So we were in the park for quite a lot of time, but I didn't actually get too much reading done. I always struggle to like focus when I'm reading outside as much as I love it. I couldn't get like in the right position, or I couldn't like, or the pages were too bright in my eyes, which so I couldn't read. Kept like putting it down and looking around, which is totally fine. So I'm not upset about it. But I didn't get that much read. I am on page 22 of this. I'm enjoying it so far. It's basically about a woman is on a mission to go on a planet that is, you know, an expedition to explore. She and her crewmates just woke up from the slumber from 28 years, but only age 2, because we're just that evolved here with our technology. And I'm assuming it's about exploring that, so I'm very excited. She's one of my favorite authors. I knew I'm gonna like it and very likely love it, so, but I didn't get that much read of it, so I might do that a little bit later as well. Actually, I wouldn't mind it, but I really wish I could just like do this and everything would just get clean. Alas, that's not how it works. It's 10 to 11, but I have finished editing the Mooney vlog. It's so chaotic. There's so much happening. It's so chaotic, but hopefully it's fine. I think I'm gonna just call it a night. Hello, it is Friday. It's actually 4 o'clock on a Friday. Even though I took my day off, I actually ended up working for the most of the day, plus also struggling a little bit with energy levels. So the room is still not clean, which is really annoying me. But in the attempt of regaining some energy, we're gonna go outside. I'm gonna sit by the little river thing for a little bit, I think, to just like wake up a little.
You filming?
Yeah.
Oh.
I thought you knew that.
That's it. I was like, is the light on or is it just red?
But I did a lot of admin and stuff, so it needed to be done. But yeah, I'm feeling very sluggish, so we're gonna go outside. But hopefully when I get back, I do actually do the stuff that I wanted to do. We can put it on the TV. I don't know why I wasn't doing that. So far, so good.
Mm-hmm.
We recognize Ketterdam.
Yep.
because both of us read Six of Crows and The Crooked Kingdom, and I read the Shadow and Bone, but that was in 2016. I can't remember anything. I remember not loving it though. But the show so far is so good. I don't know why they made everyone.
So egg on my face.
I don't know why they made everyone British though. That's like I thought they would try to do it like with the Russian kind of accent.
Oh yes, that's how a bunch of people put Russian accents on.
No, but like, because it's supposed to be like, but I guess that would be bad. If done bad. But we are one episode in. They definitely had enough budget, which is nice. It's always a worry with new shows. So as I said, we both liked and I love The Crooked Kingdom specifically. I did read Shadow and Bone, but at that time, which was many years ago, I didn't love it and I just never really felt the need to give it a go. I did consider before the show, but then I was like, that's definitely something I would only do for the views, isn't it? And then I was like, don't be like that. So I didn't. So far, actually so good. Interesting how no spoilers, obviously. Interesting how they're intertwining the two stories. Logan's a way to get snacks because I felt like we need snacks. Also, I think I might have irritated my cartilage because I have that thing where the cartilage here gets inflamed and it's like a reoccurring thing. Like a lot of people who have that have it reoccurringly, but I always find that after some like lifting because I'm weak it's always worse, but I don't know if it's related or not. But so I'm just taking it easy today. But for the Six of Crows, they seem to be going with a story that was not even there. I'm thinking, nah, it's not even like, it's just, it was never there. So an intriguing twist. Surprisingly, I'm actually enjoying the Alina side of story more. I'm saying surprising because I obviously like the other story in the books better. But because it's so different and because not all the characters are there, maybe. Don't know. Also, the Alina actress and Mal actor, they seem to be quite good. So we're about to watch episode 2. I don't know if we're gonna stop. I really need to because I need to do other things. But again, I'm also like in pain and good distraction too. But we finished it. So I don't know too much about it, but from what I've heard, I don't think that people were shipping Mal and Alina that much, like from the books. I might be wrong. There might be like a third guy. I'm not aware. But I ship Mal and Alina, if anyone's asking. Mal is you know? I think the design was really nice. I think the sets were really good. It honestly feels like they had quite a bit of budget to work with, which is really, really nice because obviously we want the bookish stuff to get justice done, and I think justice has been done. I love how the cast intertwines and like it was so bizarre seeing them in the same timeline, whereas I know that the books from Six of Crows and the Grisha trilogy are set in a different time, like one is quite a bit after the other one, so it's bizarre seeing them together. It's interesting. It's like I think it's gonna appease to a lot of fans even though it's not sticking exactly to what the books are. Very interesting directive. I think that the actress who plays Alina, Mal, Jesper, and the Darkling was so good. I think Alina and Jesper were the best. I liked our Patronus deer moment, even though I'm not made for these kind of scenes, so that's all I'm saying. And of course we have the goat, which genuinely made things better, honestly. And I hope we see Milo in the next season. I hope so. The ending was pretty much what you'd expect. I prefer that they show what they shown at the very end of the season rather than like making it a reveal in the second one because it's so bloody obvious. They obviously also aged up the characters to pretty much the age that I was imagining them when I was reading Six of Crows, so that seems fitting. I always feel with YA a lot of the time it's written as a character-lived story, but then the characters, like, they read older than they are, and I would say that maybe it's me thing, but I don't think that it is, because a lot of people that I've spoken to agreed with me on that front. So by the end of the show, they aged up even more. But overall, I was very pleasantly surprised. I will 100% watch the second season when and if that comes out. I don't know if there's anything like I would like to critique on. Like some bits were a tiny bit cringe, some things were a bit too dramatic, but I feel like that almost always happens where there's a lot of special effects that are put out later. So obviously when actors are acting, there's nothing, and I think that sometimes it's a little bit too performative, like with the light magic, and it's like, and I'm just like, it's a bit much, but so it doesn't look as natural. But that's like the only thing. I felt like even the humor was like pumped up a little bit to a more adult level, which I enjoyed, again, because they're clearly trying to make this appeal to, you know, people who are a little bit older than YA. I really enjoyed the atmosphere and the soundtrack. Everything flowed really well. I'm really happy I watched this, and if you haven't, I would highly recommend, even if you've not read the books. Which I'm sure the book community would be like, what do you mean? Now, if only my favorites could... Well, I guess Crooked Kingdom is one of my favorites, but it's 8:15 in the evening, so that was my whole day. I'm gonna stress now. I'm about to stress because I've not done anything I needed. Had some Mooney sprints, and I'm currently at 55 pages. Oh, 55th page of To Be Thought If Fortunate. We had some like really heartwarming scenes that made me feel really nice. I hope to see something in my lifespan that makes me feel the way that the characters felt in this particular moment here. Very excited to continue. My flare up has gone into overdrive currently, so I am going to slowly get ready for bed and hope that I can sleep tonight. See you tomorrow.
We don't go the same places that we used to go.
We've turned the footstool upside down and then put a blanket in here so they can sit in here and be all cute. You guys are cute. Hello. It's Monday. The flare-up got really bad, so that was not great. I'm sure it will be much better tomorrow, like, and I can sleep and all of that stuff. But that being said, though, I didn't do any reading because I was just in way too much pain. Yesterday was rough. Yesterday was very rough. But I'm on page 81. I think that's pretty much where we left off last time. And I didn't do any reading, but I did do some watching because that's much more distracting for me, so that's where I kind of go to when shit's bad. So we watched some Parasite. I don't know if I told you before, but we watched some Parasite, and once I noticed something about the main character, I just couldn't. But basically the main character will, in a dialogue, will 80% of the time repeat the last sentence of someone else's dialogue line. So if the Parasite says something like, oh, we need to meet them around the corner, then the main character will be like, around the corner? And it was just so often I couldn't look past that. I don't know if we'll still continue it. I think we're like 3 or 4 episodes in. I don't know if I will though, because it got so annoying to me. Then we try Demon Slayer, and that one was okay. We only watched 1 episode because then I tried another thing. But it was explaining things to such an extent that it was just like, okay, no, I get it. Like, it's much better if you don't just explain every single bit to me, because it's so unnatural. Like, it just took me out of the story. But I don't know if that's something that they only do at the beginning. If you know, let me know. Then we watched The Stowaway, which I loved. It's basically a Becky Chambers book into a movie. It's a sci-fi, but it's about crew of 3 that go on to a mission to Mars, but then they realize that there was someone basically stuck inside of the ship that took off with them, and they come into a lot of issues. But it's a thriller, it's like psychological thriller, and it's very, very slow but so intense. It's so much like butt clenching happening in there because and I loved that it was slow and it was all about like humans. So that's what I'm saying, is like a Becky Chamber thing. Like, technically not a lot of happens. It is not like pew 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 kind of sci-fi. It's very much like humans in space but looking within kind of thing. I really enjoyed it. Then we tried an episode of Another Life, and this was a choice. I saw one episode. I don't think I will be continuing. The crew, this is like a first contact thing, which I love. I don't know if you've noticed, sci-fi is my favorite genre. Especially when it comes to shows and like movies, but also reading. But fantasy very close. But if I had to pick either fantasy or sci-fi, that I can only read that for the rest of my life, it would actually be sci-fi. But yeah, but then the crew in the ship was just so jarring, because it was like, I understand that they took like a different direction, but it was almost like some sort of, I don't know, Love Island on a ship. I didn't feel it. It was cringe. Currently, we are watching Night Flyers. Really, really love it. It's a little bit like a horror sci-fi, I guess, but it's more, again, like a thriller. It's actually based on a story written by George R. Martin that apparently was, I googled it afterwards, and it was, I think, before Game of Thrones. I've never heard, it's actually not that new. It was like 2018 that it was released, and I've never heard of it for some reason, but I really like it. I really, really like it. It's really good. We're on episode 8. I think there's only 10 episodes, but they're very long, and we're already on episode 8 because the TV shows is the only way that I can focus too much on what is happening everywhere in the body when I need to escape. So that's what's been going on. Oh, but I can open FairyLoot. Wait, FairyLoot. I'm pretty sure this is March books. Again, this is not a review. I can't be unbiased for FairyLoot because I work there, but I can show you what's inside. The theme was Frozen Fables. That's the spoiler card if you want to check any of the artists, but that's the actual card. I can make a chapter here if you want to skip the unboxing, you can. So we have Even the Darkest of Stars socks, and these are designed by Jess Hawk. Really pretty. I love the shorter socks, as you know. And they have a little fox design on them, like that. Cute! And Even the Darkest of Stars was a book featured in FairyLoot many years ago. A little paper envelope for a phone ring inspired by Winterwood. I forgot what it's called. And design is by Iron and Ink. So this is the type of ring that you put on your phone, and then you can hold your phone. A headband with this design from all the Wicked Saints, I believe. A design by Katarina Book Designs. A mug for Bear and the Nightingale. The artwork is by Monolime Art, and my favorite thing, well, it's not my favorite thing, but I really love it, that it has a snowflake in the bottom. I always love little bottom I always love little bottom details, because it's just fun discovering something in the bottom of your mug, unless it's, you know, a bug or something, and then not so much. And then we have a foil notebook. This has a quote from the book on the other side, and the fandom is Winter Song on this, like, you know, blue empty pages, and the design is by Tara. And the last item is the foiled print, which is very shiny. I think I'm shining at my neighbors. That's not great, but it's really beautiful. It's by Direct Art for Spitting Silver. Then we get to the book. Oh, I love this art print so much. So the author letter comes with the character art as always, and I love the colors here, so pretty. And then you have the author letter here, the monthly bookmark to match the theme, the fairy scoop with all the details here, and the star of the show is the book. You have this glittery sprayed edges, if it would focus please. Glittery sprayed edges, and that's kind of like shimmery design, and the bright and the pale. Signed by the author, and we have this necklace underneath the dust jacket, as well as this artwork underneath the dust jacket. I'm gonna show you the synopsis here if you want to pause and read. A very wintry tale, a very wintry book, hence the theme. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna put everything right back into the box because I don't feel like dealing with putting things in places. Oh. And I'm gonna go and hopefully finish the book. Logan's playing D&D, so I am not allowed to continue watching the show, so I have no excuse really. So I'm gonna...
We don't go the same places that we used to go.
Purpose, I'm pretty sure.
He does what?
Well, your spine okay? He's just slammed his spine into my knee.
Hello, welcome to Tuesday.
Have a good time, enjoy your stay.
The stay is over, actually. Just logging on to say goodbye, basically, but I have finished this. I think I enjoyed the first 2 planets more so than the end. I don't know if it's because I mean, this is not supposed to shock you by any means. This is not like a thriller book by any definition of the word, but I still really enjoyed it. I don't know if it's gonna be like a 4-star. It's not gonna be a 5, I don't think, but it's definitely a 4? Question mark. I loved it as per usual, but yeah, I like the first half of the book a bit more than the second. And it's currently the 27th of April, which is horrendous because I desperately need to read the novella for the Read review, Fireheart Tiger. I always forget how it's called. And I don't think there's an audiobook for it because I'm getting desperate. I was looking for it to get there too, but I feel like I'm not gonna get... Oh man, I can't even read this unless I manage somehow. You know what? I'm glad that I got this read. I don't know why I decided to go for this instead of one that I need for a book club though. That is a question. I think maybe because I had this on my TBR for so many months, like, and never read it, and I really wanted to get it over with in the best way possible because I still loved it. And I'm also in a very sci-fi mood because I've been watching sci-fi nonstop and I just like, I'm sci-fi hungry. So anyway, I'm gonna leave you here and start editing on my lunch break and then hopefully put this out for you today. Hope you enjoyed it. I know this was a bit like all over the place, but it's alright. Hope you're good. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.
Never, ever hung my head low. But then you left me, and you let me let your hand